My name is Ana Galeas. I'm 20 years old. I graduated from Columbia Heights Educational Campus. I went to Lincoln Middle School and Raymond Elementary School, all DCPS schools. I also went to daycare at Lincoln when I was younger. I currently attend Montgomery College where I'm studying general studies, and I'm focusing on filming and photography. I want to be a movie director. When I was in elementary, middle school, high school, both parents worked. My dad was a sous chef, and my mom was a prep chef, but not all in the same kitchen. Starting in third grade, I walked from school by myself with my friends in the dark. Growing up, a big fear was that I didn't want to be by myself without friends. I stayed back in third grade after I got suspended, and I was worried nobody would want to speak to me just because what I did. Talking to my sisters and playing soccer helped me overcome my fear. I couldn't sit back like many of the kids. I always liked to be busy and doing things. I felt welcome when I joined the DC Scores team at Raymond. Many of my friends today, including my closest friends, were at my DC Scores team at Raymond. By the time I got to high school, I no longer cared if I had friends sitting in lunch reading a book or doing anything on my own. I had my confidence being me. The first time I ever started working was when I was 15 to start extra cash. I didn't want to keep asking my parents for $5. I still have the money I earned saved up. When I was 15, I was in DC Score summer camp too, through the Mayor Summer Youth Employment Program. I've worked at DC Scores ever since, and I'm now working at DC Scores as a soccer coordinator through Up to Us Coach Corp in an AmeriCorps program. I started working 2 jobs when I was 18 to pay for school. Doing homework was easier for me in middle school and high school than now. When I played soccer in school, I used to soccer studies and complete my homework and did the rest on my weekends. I was lucky because my family had a computer. We'll have since second grade my brother was in high school. I used to do that computer for 5th grade until the end of 9th grade when I became an SYAP and bought my own personal laptop. $200 was the money I earned. 1 year ago, I finally bought myself a new computer with this student discount that now I'm still paying on. Doing homework now isn't easy for me, but I schedule it in between my jobs and sleep. I get to my night job earlier many days so I can do my homework there. The thing I liked most about my K12 experience was my friends and the freedom of learning. I had things to do. I wasn't just home doing nothing. I took advantage of that. While at Elementary, I was an anchor. The persons welcoming students each morning and make the announcements over the intercoms. Getting that rush and the pressure to me to get to school early. I liked the rush of pushing that button and hearing my voice. Middle school was a bit blurred because of Raymond was transitioning into an educational campus. And we were learning to transition between classes like high school. My classes were really rowdy, and 8th grade at Lincoln was totally different because you can see high schoolers there and having other freedoms. But there was also more competition learning-wise because there were more kids. In high school, I played soccer and rugby. What made me want to play soccer at Bell was DC Scores coach, Valdivia. But I didn't make it as serious as players because there were several techniques in the team clicks that I didn't like and I didn't feel comfortable with, and because I was reffing for DC Scores and games conflicts with soccer practice. I really liked it reffing because I could see other younger kids who were always great and excited to see me and remind me of me. So I took up rugby. Even though I broke my leg playing rugby, I loved it. In high school, I was also a student government association. 9th and 10th and 11th, I was VP for the SGA. Senior year, I took a break and became a treasurer so that another classmate could really want a senior leadership could be a president. What I didn't like about my K through 12 experience was uniforms. I hate uniforms. But now as an adult, I understand why uniforms are better because you don't have to pay as much for clothes and you don't have to worry so much about dirty laundry. These days, I have to change clothes several times each day for my different jobs and have so much laundry. The only other thing that really attacks the bad was being held back in third grade. I didn't want to stay back, but my soccer friends helped me overcome that. Looking back, maybe because I was older, it lets me be a leader. It made me want to step up and recover what I had given up. Growing up in DC public schools, there was two ways. You see a good side of town and a bad of your neighborhood and in your school. The good things about it is everyone knows that the good side and the bad side. But so many people pick the wrong side sometimes. I think it's because they don't have someone to help them closer. I picked the good side because of the influence of my friends, my mom, my brother, who was a lot and older than me and protect me against things. I knew that if I messed up, I would disappoint them. Growing up in DC also made me realize there were more things in life. There was food, there was culture, there was the Capitol building. To me, that means you do anything you want. So thank you.